Well, hello, everyone. On this spooky season, I can't believe it is almost Halloween, and you are spending some of that time here with Magic Mo. And just wanted to talk today a little bit about a new topic that, of course, as I threaten always, I will have in a upcoming book, and that is The Magic of a Setback. And I wanted to talk about this because it really resonates with me currently, and also because I think it's an undervalued topic, because we all tend to look at it at face value, and the face value is just that we've had a setback. Now, sometimes that's not always the case. And I think it depends on whether or not we choose to look at it in that fashion or not. And what if we're looking to fight for a positive takeaway? For me, as you know from all of my videos and recordings here that I've done, and all of my excerpts and chapters and everything with my books and blogs and all of that good stuff, that I'm always looking for a positive takeaway, even when the situation looks horrific. And I'll use myself here as an example that this could look like, what do you mean that you think that there's a positive takeaway? So just a few days ago, Magic Mo herself had ended up in the hospital. And with that said, it was due to having a seizure, not one, but two. And they seemed to come out of nowhere. The cops did have to come, pick me up. I won't tell you what I was wearing, because you will laugh when I tell you the fact that there was nothing being worn at the time. I was, in fact, with my Brucey baby, and we were enjoying each other, and the onset of the seizures just happened to happen in that particular moment. So, talk about a moment. So the cops and the ambulance, everybody was here to pick me up in my blanket, which was the only clothing I had on, and took me out into the ambulance and took me to the hospital and got me situated and taken care of for seizures. And now that is something that is in my all day, every day to be aware of kind of scenario. You know, like a lot of us have our high blood pressure, and we have an acid reflux. Those are two things that I have pretty consistently. The high blood pressure, not as much as I used to, but the acid reflux is always there. No matter what I eat or drink, even if it's just, water and, salt-free crackers, I still have acid reflux, and, so that is always just going to be there, because I'm just digesting something. Something's going down my throat, and it's just always going to be there. But the seizures are now becoming something to be consistent, so I have to be on my anti-seizure medication for pretty much the rest of my days now. So, was out of work and in the hospital for a couple days with that. And so there was a timeout on the play with work and just life. And then once I did then finally get out of the hospital, and I'm now home here, thank you very much. And work was kind enough to give me some time off to just recoup and get better and then be back to work, for the following week. Then it's given me some time to reevaluate some things that I want just for myself. And a lot of that really is the positive takeaway. If for nothing else, I'm now feeling better. I now have a little bit of time to just be in my own mind, in my own way, basically, to try and figure some things out to plus my game in the way that I want to, in other avenues that I'd like to, without worrying about anything else outside of whatever it is I feel like at that particular time. So that's the nicety. And I think for all involved, that is as spooky as it really truly gets. So I just had to share my little story with everybody that Magic Mo, she is fine. She's more than fine. She has another medication to be on, so she's definitely getting older, peeps. She's just getting older. But she's home feeling better and able to have some time at home to breathe, make sure that she's doing exactly that, feeling better, and just making sure she's doing some things for herself that she'd like to. Nothing of strenuous, I'm not weightlifting. I'm not back to my Zumba just yet. So we'll give that at least another week and then see how my legs are doing after laying in a hospital bed for quite some time. What felt like quite some time anyway. So don't ever necessarily feel like a setback is a setback. A setback sometimes is just your body's way of saying, hey, you've been pushing on this angle, that angle, this angle, that angle, this angle. And your body said, I can't do it anymore. And I'm not talking to you about it anymore. So we're taking a time out whether you like it or not. And that just does happen to us sometimes. And so mine did that to me. And I'm adhering to its will. And just seeing what else I can make of the time so it's not looked at as wasted time. And I'm actually getting to enjoy some of my Halloween decorations that I had, put together, and I'll be taking down here as of next week as it is. So with that being said, hope everybody is having a spooky season. Hope all is well with everybody else. Please don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you get to purchase book one, because I will be here hopefully within the next few months then, because I do hope by maybe possibly kind of sort of the new year, hope to have book two out on shelves. So if you haven't gotten book one, it is a predecessor to book two. Both are individual in their own aspects, but you definitely want to make sure you get your hands on the first one that I've done. That sets the stage for all the rest to come. So I appreciate all of your love, support, time, and attention, and hope that everything is magical your way, and stay spooky, my friends.